grants $57,000 to CARIFTA athletes and officials. Opposition 10% raise, real deal or April Fools. And Harvey Boris endorses Morris for Tobago PNM leader. Good evening, I am Renessa Ortiz and you're locked into Tobago Updates television news for Thursday, 2nd April 2026. Now to our top story. Tobago's top young track and field stars are headed to Grenada with fresh financial support from the Tobago House of Assembly. Yesterday, the Division of Youth Empowerment and Sport held a formal briefing and grant distribution for the local contingent representing Trinidad and Tobago at the 53rd CARIFTA Games. Joel Green George has the details.
16 Tobagonian athletes and 3 officials are now better equipped for their journey to St. George's, Grenada. During a Wednesday first meeting at the Division of Youth Empowerment and Sport in Glenroad, they each received a $3,000 grant. Secretary of Youth Empowerment and Sport, Keegan Dinoon, says the Assembly is committed to the total development of local talent.
And as a Tobago House of Assembly, we have taken the decision to ensure that all our athletes are supported.
The Secretary met with athletes, parents and coaches at the Montessori Drive Conference Hall to discuss logistics and expectations. While 16 athletes from the island have qualified for the national team this year, Dinoon says he expects those numbers to grow through consistent investment in non-governmental organizations and sporting bodies.
And I'm pleased as the Secretary to see how many of our athletes have qualified. I also look forward to this list doubling and tripling in the next couple of years as we support our athletes holistically.
The 53rd CARIFTA Games officially kicks off this weekend. The Tobago House of Assembly views these grants as a baseline for future support as our local stars test their speed and strength against the best in the Caribbean. Tobago is looking forward to the games, which take place from April 4th to 6th. Joel Green George, Tobago Updates Television News.
20,000 daily rated workers are set to receive a 10% pay raise. The increase follows months of intense negotiations. The government reached an agreement with the National Union of Government and Federated Workers this week. Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar announced the news on social media, stating that when the UNC wins, 20,000 workers win. The deal marks a significant shift after a long period of industrial talks. However, opposition leader Penelope Beckles-Robinson is criticizing the announcement. She shared the Prime Minister's post on April 1st, calling the claim an April Fool's joke. The opposition leader has previously questioned the government's ability to fund large wage hikes. Union leaders say the 10% increase is a victory for their members. The workers affected include laborers and maintenance staff across several public departments are impacted, but whether increases are sustainable remains to be seen. The race for the leadership of the People's National Movement in Tobago is heating up. Longtime political activist and grassroots organizer Harvey Boris has officially declared his support for Kelvin Morris. As the PNM prepares for internal elections, Boris says it's time for a new transition to new blood. Here's more from Joel Green George.
With internal elections on the horizon, the PNM in Tobago is at a crossroads. The party is looking to rebuild following the 2021 THA poll, where it secured only 1 seat out of 15. That lone seat belonged to Kelvin Morris, the then minority leader. However, the party experienced a further loss of their single seat at the 2026 THA polls. Harvey Boris, a former senator and veteran voice in the party's grassroots movement, made his preference clear for the upcoming internal elections.
The 2 persons I do like, but I'm principled. Initially, I'd said that I would support Kelvin Morris because I thought that he had a level of that we didn't expect.
Boris notes that Morris exceeded expectations during his tenure in the Tobago House of Assembly. Despite being the sole opposition member against the Progressive Democratic Patriots, Boris says Morris has been a vocal presence in the chamber.
But he represented well, and he did a good job. And he is also, I find, down to earth and humble.
The endorsement comes as the PNM seeks to re-engage its base. Recent data from the Elections and Boundaries Commission shows that voter turnout in Tobago remains a critical factor. Boris believes Morris is the key to mobilizing non-voters and refreshing the party's image.
My support will be, and I will continue to support, Kelvin Morris to become, because if somebody need new blood from that point of view, I will support Kelvin Morris. And I call upon all party group members in Tobago.
Boris is urging all constituency members to rally behind Morris, reframing him as the new thrust for the party's future. Kelvin Morris and Shamfa Kaju are both vying for that leadership seat. Jewel Green George, Tobago Updates Television News.
Up next, New Market Initiative connects farmers directly to consumers.
TL Promotion presents Laugh and Live this Good Friday, 7 p.m. It's non-stop laughter at Buccoo Legacy Park, Lowlands. Special guest from Jamaica, Mr. Funny himself, Owen Blacker Ellis. From Trinidad, Rising Comics, Alan the Entertainer, and Son. And from Tobago, amateur comic, Bishop Terence Baines. Listen, this is a laughing matter. Get your tickets now at Den's Electronics, 2nd floor, Port Mall, Scarborough. And Island e-tickets or call 685-1988. At the door, you will pay more. It's gonna be a family affair. Laughter is good for the soul, whether you're young or you're old. So get your tickets now. You can't afford to miss it. Add some laughter to your Easter.
We get ready as the Conby Mount Pleasant Community Council brings to you their Easter Sport and Family Day. On Monday, 6th April, Easter Monday, we transform the Mount Pleasant Recreational Grounds. We kick off with track and field events, novelty races, Easter bonnet competition, the Greasy Pole Challenge, and the highly anticipated William Woods Premier Goat Racing Classic. Huge prizes to be won, and we can't forget the Kids Corner with rides and bouncy castles. At 7 p.m., it's an after party and a stage show by popular artists and DJs. Grounds tickets cost $60 for adults and $30 for kids 5 to 12 years. Pavilion tickets cost $100 and children under 5 years are free. So register early for races. Check out Conby Mount Pleasant Community Council on Facebook. 474-4661. 474-4661 for more details. Live performance by the 2026 National Calypso Monarch Queen, Terry Lyons.
I need a blessing. Tobago need a blessing. Tobago need a blessing.
Baby, when you whine on me.
Somebody get the phone, go on the telephone.
I get wet. I get wet. I get wet. I'm looking all through the party. I hope I find you there.
Lemonade, Violet Vibes. This Easter Monday, April 6th, it's the ultimate premium all-inclusive breakfast party. Lemonade, Violet Vibes. Lemonade from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Fairways Restaurant and Lounge. Bringing the vibes live on stage. Tristo. Kimmy.
Tonight is action in the people place. Action when you're on your way.
Sponsored by Penny Savers Supermarket, ComSearch Networking, AVT General Services Limited, Tobago Updates, Angostura, Absolute Vodka, Campari, Tobago Festivals Commission Limited, and Bermudez. This Easter Monday from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Fairways Restaurant and Lounge. Lemonade, Violet Vibes, where the vibes are always refreshing.
Trinidad, Tobago, and abroad, your chance to drive away in a brand new SUV is still on. The BHS Centennial Raffle has been extended to Thursday, 30th April 2026. And that's not all. Prizes include travel for two to Miami and Curacao, Tobago staycation, iPhones, computers, smart TVs, and more. Tickets still only $100. Get yours at selected outlets or at islandetickets.com. Details at bishopstobago100.com/raffle.
What's up, it's your brother Nathaniel here. Listen, this Easter weekend 2026. Arise, the concert, Scarborough Amphitheater will never be the same. I'm looking forward to fellowshipping with you guys in praise and worship. And I know a couple of my brothers will be there as well. Big up, blessed, Bijon, Fire Night. Arise, we going down in the war room. We going down in the war room.
Arise!
Thank you for staying with us. The Division of Food Security has launched a new initiative aimed at supporting local farmers and agro-processors by creating a direct marketplace for their goods. The event brought together vendors and consumers offering fresh, locally made products while promoting healthier food choices and strengthening connections within Tobago's community. Here are the details.
Ejamo DIGICEL Harry, Director of the Marketing Department of the Division of Food Security, highlighted that the initiative aims to provide farmers and agro-processors with a dedicated space to showcase and sell their products directly to an established market of buyers. She noted this is the first of 3 planned events for the year, with another scheduled before the new school term to promote healthy meal and snack options while encouraging support for local farmers.
Our initiative is to give our farmers in particular and our agro-processors an area that they can come and share their products and what they do with a ready market space of buyers for them. So this is the first. We tend to have 2 more this year. We want to have one right before school reopens because we know some of our parents, they like to also prepare meals or snacks for their children, healthy meals and healthy snack options, so they could come and get and support our farmers here.
A vendor described the event as a strong and promising initiative, but suggested that earlier and more extensive promotion could have improved turnout. While pleased to see farmers, fishermen, and agro-processors collaborating, the vendor noted that participation was limited. They added that if larger crowds attended, the current number of vendors might struggle to meet the full demand for local products.
Well, my thoughts on this is it's a very good initiative, though it's the first time. The advertising of it should have been a little more longer in advance of this, so as the persons being able to come here a bit earlier, because this started 7 o'clock. So we're seeing more agro-processors and farmers, fishermen in Tobago coming together, because there are lots of people in Tobago who purchase things, right? And we have a lot of fishermen, farmers, and the few that are here today, we are not, if people was to really come out to this activity, we are not able to fulfill the needs of everyone here today.
Several staff members and customers shared positive feedback on the initiative introduced by the division, highlighting its impact in bringing together local farmers, agro-processors, and consumers. Many described the experience as encouraging and beneficial, noting the importance of creating accessible spaces that promote local products.
I think it is a wonderful initiative. I think, promoting entrepreneurship, having these persons come here, and we have such a wide variety of stuff. I see soaps, handcraft stuff. I see fresh vegetables as we just purchased. So it's really fantastic. And it's important, when we think about food and eating healthy, that we have locally produced healthy food available to us. Sometimes we may not always have the time to go out and get it, so I'm happy it's brought to us.
So they had some really nice deals. Even the lettuce was 3 for $20, which I had again anyway. And I find the prices was really good, and I love it. It could be every month, I don't mind.
The initiative marks a positive step towards strengthening the link between local producers and consumers. With improved promotion and increased participation, it has the potential potential to grow into a key platform that supports farmers, boosts local food production, and encourages healthier, community-driven purchasing habits across Tobago. It has also been highlighted that market hours will differ for the upcoming long weekend. On Friday, the market will operate from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m., while on Saturday, hours will run from 5 a.m. to 6 p.m. On Sunday, opening hours are 6 a.m. to 1 p.m., and the market will be closed on Monday. Operations will resume on Tuesday from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. This is Aliyah Balgobin reporting for Tobago Updates Television News.
Prime Minister Philip Davis has officially confirmed that the Bahamas will head to the polls on May 12, 2026, setting the stage for a pivotal general election. The announcement signals the start of what is expected to be an active and closely watched campaign period as political parties prepare to present their visions for the nation's future. Davis emphasized the importance of civic participation, urging Bahamians to exercise their democratic right and vote. He noted that the election will provide citizens with the opportunity to shape the country's direction on key issues, including economic growth, national development, and social progress. With the date now set, attention will turn to campaign strategies, candidate selections, and public debates across the islands. The upcoming election is anticipated to draw significant interest both locally and regionally as voters prepare to make their voices heard at the ballot box. Signal Hill United delivered a strong performance to secure a 2-1 victory over Eagles FC in a TFA Premier Division encounter held last night at the Colon Recreational Grounds. The home side set the tone early, displaying sharp attacking intent and control throughout the first half. Here are the details. Some technical issues, but we're moving on. The news will continue in a moment, but why wait? You can follow every story, every update, all the time. Join the conversation and find us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Tobago Updates. Don't miss a beat. We'll be right back.
Baby, when you whine on me. Somebody get the phone, go the telephone. I get wet. I get wet. I get wet. I'm looking all through the party. I hope I find you there. Trinidad, Tobago, and abroad. Your chance to drive away in a brand new SUV is still on. The BHS Centennial Raffle has been extended to Thursday, 30th April 2026. And that's not all. Prizes include travel for two to Miami and Curacao, Tobago staycation, iPhones, computers, smart TVs, and more. Tickets still only $100. Get yours at selected outlets or at islandetickets.com. Details at bishopstobago100.com/raffle.
Yo, one of them know the thing critical and crucial is Friday night blaze in the party usual. And on this Easter weekend, I'm going to be there for a rise at our beautiful twin Isle of Tobago. So looking forward to seeing you there. And remember, I fed up by the captivity, fed up by the lockdown. I find it's time to lose me. The imprisonment got to stop now. Critical and crucial, see you there.
Arise!
TL Promotion presents Laugh and Live this Good Friday, 7 p.m. It's non-stop laughter at Buccoo Legacy Park, Lowlands. Special guest from Jamaica, Mr. Funny himself, Owen Blacker Ellis. From Trinidad, Rising Comics, Alan the Entertainer, and Son Son. And from Tobago, amateur comic, Bishop Terence Baines. Listen, this is a laughing matter. Get your tickets now at Den's Electronics, 2nd floor, Port Mall, Scarborough. And Island e-tickets or call 685-1988. At the door, you will pay more. It's gonna be a family affair. Laughter is good for the soul, whether you're young or you're old. So get your tickets now. You can't afford to miss it. Add some laughter to your Easter.
We get ready as the Conby Mount Pleasant Community Council brings to you their Easter Sport and Family Day. On Monday, 6th April, Easter Monday, we transform the Mount Pleasant recreational grounds. We kick off with track and field events, novelty races, Easter bonnet competition, the Greasy Pole Challenge, and the highly anticipated William Woods Premier Goat Racing Classic. Huge prizes to be won, and we can't forget the Kids Corner with rides and bouncy castles. At 7 p.m., it's an after party and stage show by popular artists and DJs. Grounds tickets cost $60 for adults and $30 for kids 5 to 12 years. Pavilion tickets cost $100 and children under 5 years are free. So register early for races. Check out Conby Mount Pleasant Community Council on Facebook. 474-4661. 474-4661 for more details. Live performance by the 2026 National Calypso Monarch Queen, Terry Lyons.
I need a blessing. Tobago need a blessing. Tobago need a blessing.
Lemonade, Violet Vibes. This Easter Monday, April 6th, it's the ultimate premium all-inclusive breakfast party. Lemonade, Violet Vibes. Lemonade from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Fairways Restaurant and Lounge. Bringing the vibes live on stage. Tristo. Kimmy. Tonight is action. The people place action when you're on your way. Sponsored by Penny Savers Supermarket, ComSearch Networking, AVT General Services Limited, Tobago Updates, Angostura, Absolute Vodka, Campari, Tobago Festivals Commission Limited, and Bermudez. This Easter Monday from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Fairways Restaurant and Lounge. Lemonade, Violet Vibes, where the vibes are always refreshing.
Coming up, another show-stopping performance from the Republic Bank Exodus Steel Orchestra as Antigua and Barbuda got ready for its own fiesta of color and energy. New ideas for Tobago tourism delivered at the Youth Congress. This highly rated property fits in perfectly with the vacation offerings of St. Kitts and Nevis, where the future of travel was laid out. It's all next on this station.
The Caribbean is more than just a place. It's a spirit, resilient, vibrant, and full of possibility. It's who we are and the heart of everything we do. For over 150 years, we've been right here, invested in the Caribbean, its people, and its progress. And today, we're going even further. We're deepening our commitment to the region, continuing to invest in the networks, services, and digital solutions that move Caribbean businesses forward. Whether you are a mid-sized business or multinational player, we bring you resilient connectivity, personalized service, and tailored IT solutions, all powered by local teams that truly have your back. We're here to help you navigate challenges, grow, and achieve your goals with practical solutions, reliable networks, and a partner.
Baby, when you whine on me, somebody get the phone, on the telephone. I get wet. I get wet. I'm looking all through the party. I hope I find you there.
Welcome back. Scarborough is buzzing today as the capital city transformed into a hub of athletic competition and community spirit. The 4th annual Scarborough Fisherman Festival is officially underway, bringing together athletes, local businesses, and the fishing community for a day of high-energy events. Joel Green George joins us with the details on why this year's celebration is more than just a party. It's an economic lifeline.
The streets and shores of Scarborough saw a surge in activity today in preparation for the 4th annual Fisherman Festival. What started as a small community gathering has expanded into a multi-sport regatta and cultural showcase. Organizers say the goal is clear: promote physical health while pumping life back into the capital's economy. The day kicks off at 7 a.m. with the traditional fishing competition, followed closely by the newly branded John Prokop Swimming Classic.
I think this is a wonderful opportunity to get children and adults in Tobago enthusiastic about the ocean and about swimming and racing. So we're inviting the best swimmers and the people who enjoy swimming the most to come out and compete.
It isn't just about the water. The festival features a grueling 5K, cycling circuit races, and even arm wrestling. Organizer Ben Israel says these activities are designed to tackle more than just physical fitness.
I think it's important where the stress level is concerned in the world. You know, I think sport, running, cycling, swimming is something that could alleviate stress and could, you know, have you more focus on a day-to-day basis.
Beyond the track and the tide, the festival serves as a critical boost for the local business sector. Local bars and food stalls usually see a significant uptick in traffic. Data from previous festivals suggest that community-led events like these can increase daily revenue for small retailers by over 20% compared to a standard holiday.
It creates traffic and cause businesses to feed off of this traffic here. For next year Carnival, all these small businesses are planning to create like a task force or like a small business association.
As the sun sets, the focus will shift to live entertainment featuring local stars like Kevin Carter and John Melody. It's a full circle moment for a community that organizers say is finally hosting its own success story. Reporting for Tobago Updates Television News, I'm Joel Green George.
As the Easter weekend kicks off, authorities are dotting the I's and crossing all T's on activities at the Buccoo Reef Marine Park. Following a high-level meeting last week between the Division of Environment, the Coast Guard and the TTPS, officials are warning operators that non-compliance will result in immediate removal from the park. Joel Green George has more.
The Buccoo Reef remains Tobago's premier natural attraction, but with the expected Easter influx, the Division of Environment is prioritizing protection over profit. Secretary Darren Henry met to finalize a coordinated enforcement plan involving the Coast Guard and the police service. The message is clear. The park is a protected zone, not a free-for-all. Operators must have updated registration under the Motor Launch Act and valid liability insurance before hitting the water.
As it pertains to the rules of the park, opening hours are 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. daily. No alcohol consumption or drug use.
The restrictions extend to the environment itself. Officials are strictly enforcing bans on fishing and the removal of any seabed life or mangroves. For those looking to party on the water, there is a 60 decibel noise limit and jet skis remain prohibited. Safety is also a major concern. Overloaded vessels and passengers standing on upper decks while in motion are high on the priority list for joint patrols.
As it relates to enforcement, joint patrols will be conducted. Operators in breach of regulation will not be permitted within the marine park.
The Division of Tourism and TEMA are also on board to ensure visitor safety and resource sustainability. Secretary Henry says the goal is to balance the busy season with the long-term health of the ecosystem.
Operators in breach of regulation will not be permitted within the marine park. Any operator or promoter wishing to use the park outside of the user policy must submit a written application to the Division of Environment, Climate Resilience and Energy. A meeting was held and all stakeholders are committed in ensuring that the park is utilized responsibly.
Reporting for Tobago Updates Television News, I'm Jewel Green George.
Signal Hill United delivered a strong performance to secure a 2-1 victory over Eagles FC in a TFA Premier Division encounter held last night at the Colon Recreational Grounds. The home side set the tone early, displaying sharp attacking intent and control throughout the first half. Here are the details.
It was player number 22, Osani Ford, who opened the scoring for Signal Hill United, calmly finding the back of the net to give his team the early advantage. Building on that momentum, number 9, Anson Campbell, doubled the lead before the halftime whistle, putting Eagles FC under significant pressure as they headed into the break, trailing 2-0. Eagles FC struggled to break through Signal Hill's organized defense in the opening half, failing to register a goal despite a few promising attempts. However, their persistence paid off in the closing stages of the match. In the final minutes, number 19, Hassani Allen, managed to pull one back for Eagles FC, interjecting late excitement into the contest. Despite the late surge, Eagles FC could not find the equalizer, as Signal Hill United held firm to secure all of 2 points. The results highlighted Signal Hill's early attacking efficiency and defense resilience, while Eagles FC will look to regroup and improve their finishing in the upcoming fixtures. This is Aliyah Balgobin reporting for Tobago Updates Television News.
The weather report when we return.
Trinidad, Tobago and abroad, your chance to drive away in a brand new SUV is still on. The BHS Centennial Raffle has been extended to Thursday 30th April 2026. And that's not all. Prizes include travel for 2 to Miami and Curacao, Tobago staycation, iPhones, computers, smart TVs and more. Tickets still only $100. Get yours at selected outlets or at islandetickets.com. Details at bishopstobago100.com/raffle.
Arise!
Young man don't know the thing critical and crucial is Friday night blazing the parts usual. And on this Easter weekend, I'm going to be there for Arise at our beautiful twin Isle of Tobago. So looking forward to seeing you there. And remember, I fed up by the captivity, fed up by the lockdown. I find it's time to lose bear. The imprisonment got to stop now. Critical and crucial, see you there.
Arise!
Trinidad, Tobago and abroad, your chance to drive away in a brand new SUV is still on. The BHS Centennial Raffle has been extended to Thursday 30th April 2026. And that's not all. Prizes include travel for 2 to Miami and Curacao, Tobago staycation, iPhones, computers, smart TVs and more. Tickets still only $100. Get yours at selected outlets or at islandetickets.com. Details at bishopstobago100.com/raffle.
TL Promotion presents Laugh and Live this Good Friday, 7 p.m. It's non-stop laughter at Buccoo Legacy Park, Lowlands. Special guest from Jamaica, Mr. Funny himself, Owen Blacker Ellis. From Trinidad, Rising Comics, Alan the Entertainer, and Son Son. And from Tobago, amateur comic, Bishop Terence Baines. Listen, this is a laughing matter. Get your tickets now at Den's Electronics, 2nd floor, Port Mall, Scarborough. And Island e-tickets or call 685-1988. At the door, you will pay more. It's gonna be a family affair. Laughter is good for the soul, whether you're young or you're old. So get your tickets now. You can't afford to miss it. Add some laughter to your Easter.
We get ready as the Conby Mount Pleasant Community Council brings to you their Easter Sport and Family Day. On Monday, 6th April, Easter Monday, we transform the Mount Pleasant recreational grounds. We kick off with track and field events, novelty races, Easter bonnet competition, the Greasy Pole Challenge, and the highly anticipated William Woods Premier Goat Racing Classic. Huge prizes to be won, and we can't forget the Kids Corner with rides and bouncy castles. At 7 p.m., it's our after party and stage show by popular artists and DJs. Grounds tickets cost $60 for adults and $30 for kids 5 to 12 years. Pavilion tickets cost $100 and children under 5 years are free. So register early for races. Check out Carmby Mount Pleasant Community Council on Facebook, 474-4661, 474-4661 for more details. Live performance by the 2026 National Calypso Monarch Queen, Terry Lyons.
I need a blessing. Tobago need a blessing. Tobago need a blessing.
Welcome back. Now for a look at the weather update from the TNT Met Office. Tonight will be mostly fair and clear, but with a chance for a brief late night shower in some areas. The minimum temperature is forecast to be around 23 degrees Celsius at Piaco and 23 degrees Celsius at Crown Point. Tomorrow we'll see a few pre-dawn showers mainly over Tobago and East Trinidad, giving way to an otherwise fair morning. Conditions will become partly cloudy by late morning into the afternoon, with a few brief shower interruptions and a low chance for an isolated heavy shower over western Trinidad. The maximum temperature tomorrow is expected to reach around 31 degrees Celsius at Piaco and 30 degrees Celsius at Crown Point. Seas will be moderate with waves near 2 meters in open waters and near 1 meter and occasionally choppy in sheltered areas. A marine advisory remains in effect as conditions can occasionally become agitated due to long period swells. Sunrise tomorrow will be at 6:01 and sunset at 6:16. And that's all the time we have for tonight's Tobago Updates news. Have a great Easter weekend, and let's recap the headlines. THA grants $57,000 to CARIFTA athletes and officials. Opposition 10% raise, real deal or April Fools. And Harvey Boris endorses Morris for Tobago PNM leader.